thinking. Hold on. I see. This is why I hopped on a couple seconds early. Alright. I'm just gonna have to watch it. Alright, guys. I have my phone charging. I have my charger cord in, and of course it's on the bottom, and then I prop my phone up on my laptop, so I couldn't prop it up. Is what it is what it is. Alright. Hopefully you all did good today on your launch. It sounds like everybody did. We're going to talk about that. It wasn't the original topic. Tonight's topic was not originally, pre-orders and back order and all of that. That was not the original topic. But with having the launch last week, and hey, having the launch last week be different than the launch this week, and then the launch on the 1st being different from the other two in a way, I felt this was really a topic that really needed to be talked about, because we are always having new people on our team, and there hadn't been anything. Like, I had done trainings here and there on like how to do this and how to do this, how to do this, but we didn't have a condensed one. We didn't have one video that kind of encompassed it all. I know. It's right there. It's not as bright, but I guess still got some of it. I was like, ooh, I bet you won't have that good lighting. Not as good. But I mean, we are supposed to get snow on Wednesday, so. Okay. Got your pen, got your paper. Let's start. We're going to start with, I don't even know where to start. Okay, we're going to start on pre-orders. Now, you're going to see myself, and you're going to see a lot of consultants say, all right, do you have your pre-order list ready? Are you going to go get pre-orders? There's 2 different kinds of pre-orders when we're talking about that, which makes everything so much more confusing. So, Scentsy does a pre-order. Sometimes. You're going to see it or a launch, and this is with Lady and the Tramp and the Little Mermaid. Let's not talk about that. Little Mermaid and Lady and the Tramp were a Scentsy pre-order. And that means they're going to launch it, and they're going to ask for a down payment. They're going to say $5, $10 reserves your item. You pay that, then you're going to pay the rest at a later date, your remaining balance. When Scentsy does this, so we're talking Scentsy, okay, and it's going to say on the news tab, it's going to say pre-order. It's going to say pre-order, $10 holds it, $5 will hold it, you pay the remaining balance later, okay? Make sure you read your news tabs when we have launches, because it will explain, like, it's a pre-order, how much the hold is, how much the balance is going to be, when it's going to come due. It's never going to give you a date, but it's going to give you a roundabout rough idea. That $10 or $5 or whatever it costs to hold it is non-refundable. You do have to pay that up front. So for Lady and the Tramp and Sebastian, you paid the $10 up front. Then when it comes due, those people pay the remaining balance, whatever it is, plus tax and shipping. And the hold is non-refundable. We talked about how the only way to do pre-orders is through your website. You cannot do them any other way, and the reason for this is you have to, there's a terms and conditions that the customer has to check to say that they understand that it's going to be, 6, 8, 10 months out, and that they also understand that $10 or $5, whatever they're paying, is non-refundable. So they have to do it through your PWS. If they don't do it through your PWS, then there's no way to do it. If you don't have a website, they can't do it. There's no way around it. None. Zero, zip, zilch, nada. You have to have a PWS to be able to participate in pre-orders that Scentsy is doing. I'm trying to think the other things. We did a whole video on how pre-orders, but I'm just trying to do a Cliff Notes version. So pre-order is one that Scentsy does. You pay 10, 5, whatever it is to put it on hold. That comes off of the balance. You pay the remaining balance when it comes due, and it can only be done on your PWS. Okay, that is a Scentsy pre-order. Now, you're going to hear consultants saying, like, I'm taking pre-orders for this, or I'm taking pre-orders for that. But it's a normal item, or it's a regular launch. Like, a lot of us took pre-orders for today. And what we're doing is we're making a list. We're letting our customers know ahead of time, like, this is coming due, who needs on the list. For instance, this was my list. This is my list for the warmer of the month. And what we're doing is, honestly, you're just compiling your list of people who are interested, and then you're going to take care of it when it comes. And we'll talk about that. It's not hold, like, you're not paying $10 to hold. When somebody says, hey, do you want to get on my pre-order list, and it is not a scentsy pre-order, it most generally just means you're making a list. That consultant is making a list of people's orders that they need to grab, they need to order for them, or they need to invoice, or they need to send more information to. But it's not a scentsy thing. That's the difference. When a scentsy pre-order, you have the 5 things. A consultant pre-order, that's totally different. That is something the consultant is doing. And there's really no way to differentiate between the two of them, as far as if you're in a consultant's VIP group or on their personal page and you see them say, hey, I'm pre-orders, there's no way to tell the difference. What are they talking about? Are they talking about a consultant pre-order, or are they talking about a scentsy pre-order? There's really none. But that's, in a nutshell, what that one word means in 2 different ways. I mean, that's really about it as far as it goes for pre-orders. Now, the product status list, the PSL, it is attached to your workstation. It's the very first thing on the news tab all the time. And it's kind of confusing if you do not understand it. So there's a section at the top, and then there's a section at the bottom. And the bottom section, the bottom section lists everything that is out of stock. And there's certain things. When we have an LTO, when it goes out of stock, it's gone. It's gone forever, gone for good, and it's not coming back. Just leave it at that. We have regular catalog items that will go out of stock. They will go on back order, or they say out of stock. And if it is in the catalog, if it is in here, if it is in your catalog and it goes out of stock, or it goes on back order, but you can't order it, it'll be on that list. Anything that goes out will be on that list. But if it's in the catalog, it will come back. And that's when it's stuck on that product status list, the PSL. It'll be on there, and it'll have a date sometimes, or it'll say TBD, which means to be determined. And that date changes constantly. So if you've been looking for cotton cleanups, you know what I'm talking about. That date changes constantly. But look at the date. The rest of it you don't really have to pay too much attention to, because it says something like filling back orders or filling hold orders, and then it'll fill. I don't know what it says, because I don't pay any attention to the words. I look for the product and I look for the date, and then go from there. Now, when that product is officially coming due, meaning it's officially going to be back to be ordered, it moves up from that bottom section to the top section. And in the top, if you actually go through and you read that list, it says the items in this section will be released on blah, 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 blah date, or something like that, or the date on there. The ones at the bottom, they're still subject to change. So keep an eye on that. Like I said, if it's an LTO item, once it's gone, you're out of luck. But if it is a catalog item, like we're still waiting for cotton cleanups, we're waiting on Moon Over Jupiter. I think I saw Wispy Willow Mini is on there. Shit happens. It just does, okay? And things sell out, especially right now with COVID, just like everything else, things sell out. They go back ordered, manufacturers. Sometimes it's the printer. That's what a lot of things are. Sometimes it's the printer. The printer is back ordered for our boxes. We can't ship them without boxes. I heard there's a cotton shortage, and that's where our cotton cleanups are back ordered, is because there's a cotton shortage. So sometimes it's not Scentsy's fault. We are at the mercy of other people. So stuff on the bottom of the product status list is, it's on back order. We know it's on back order, and it's going to give you a rough date of when it's coming due. When it moves up to the top, that's when you know it's coming. That means it's for real deal, official, it's coming. And the date on there, it tells you, if you read it, and I don't have it in front of me, if you read it, it will tell you exactly that date. So that's product status list. Pre-order, what it means. Warmer of the month. We did a warmer of the month video, but we're going to pop it in here. Warmer of the month, guaranteed 1 month. We're only guaranteed 1 month to be able to order it. May's warmer will sell out. Let me say that again. May's warmer will sell out. I'm guessing less than an hour. I thought today would too, but that one's gone. Let's be honest. May's warmer will be gone in an hour at 3 a.m. in Ohio time. It will be gone. Like, ain't no joke gone. So what will happen? Customers can still order it, but you're going to have to wait. They're going to order it, and it's not going to come for like another 6 months. We do not have a date, but any warmer of the month that sells out, the date it is released, it goes to back order status. The Northern Lights warmer did the same thing. Glimmer and Glow did the same thing. It sells out, and then we have the option of doing a back order, and it's, from what I remember, but it could change, what I remember is you pay full price. You pay full price right then, right there, and it's guaranteed you've got it. So there's no that $10 hold fee. This is warmer of the month we're talking about. You order it, you pay it in full, and it's going to come like 6 months later. That's how warmer of the month 9 times out of 10 works when it sells out. It's only guaranteed for that 1 month. After that, it can be gone forever and ever and ever. Amen. Trying to think. Back order. Some things on back order. Like I said, if it's an LTO, you gotta look. If it's a regular catalog item, watch your product status list. Go from the bottom to the top. What up? Pre-order, remember there's a consultant pre-order, and then there's the scentsy pre-order, and to partake in the scentsy pre-order you need to have the 5 things. Okay, 5 things. Warmer of the month, it goes out, it will go on back order to be ordered, and then come the first of the next month it is gone forever and ever and ever. Amen. Unless it goes in the catalog, but just for easy sake, it's gone forever and ever. I think that's it. Pre-order, you know the things. You can do a pre-order for whatever you want to do a pre-order for. We know there's an R2D2 warmer coming. We kind of know what it looks like. We don't know when it's coming, but we know it's coming. We know of I don't know what they're technically called. We know of like the fruit salad, Fruit of the Loom, fruity buddy clips. We know they're coming, but we don't know when. We know what June's warmer of the month already looks like. And if you don't, watch the end of the month video. We know what those things look like, and you are more than welcome to start taking consultant pre-orders for those. I don't advise doing that until you know more information, but we know you can start taking a pre-order for anything you want. Things that I don't know what they're called. I don't know. They're little fruit people. Fruit of the Loom. Somebody called them Fruit of the Loom. Like, you remember the old school Fruit of the Loom commercials where people dressed up as fruit? Like, that's what somebody called them. I don't know what they are. But you can take a pre-order whatever you want. You can also look at that product status list and see that something is getting ready to come back, and you can take pre-orders for it. That's on you. That's a you pre-order thing. But then when Scentsy does a pre-order, you need the 5 things. PWS. I don't even remember what else I said. Go back and watch, because I don't remember. I don't remember what I said, but I remember I said you need the 5 things, and I don't remember what they are. But they're on there. Back order, LTO, gone. Regular catalog, it will come back at some point, and the dates are subject to change at all the times. They just really are. Product status list, the bottom is an estimate. It'll probably change once it moves to the top. That's when it's officially coming. Look at that daggone thing like every day. It sucks, it does, it's life, but look at it every day. You go to your news tab every day, and if you don't, you need to go to your news tab every day after 1 o'clock in Ohio time. Look for any news. Look at the product status list every single day. Yeah, down payment, PWS, non-refundable. You've got the balance is due later. It's a Scentsy thing, so you've got to pay attention. You've got to look at that news tab and read your articles. Always read your news articles from very top to the bottom. Read them to the top to the bottom, and figure it out. And if you have questions, ask. For real, just ask. But I can tell you, it's up to you to decide how you want to do things for your customers. And we've talked about this before, and I've said it a bajillion times. It is 100% up to you. If you do not want to take the time to order for your customers, cool, but you need to prep them accordingly. For pre-orders, regular orders, back order, regular catalog, whatever. However you're planning on running your business, you need to figure it out. My customers are spoiled and they don't like to order for themselves. They just don't. They don't like to order for themselves. They don't like to fill out forms. Simple as that. And that's okay, because that's how I started them off, and that's fine. But you need to prep your customers accordingly. If you are willing to place the orders, then you need to do that. You can't have any excuses. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I fell asleep. Oh my gosh, I got busy. Nobody cares. You told those people you were going to try to order it for them, and you failed because you were asleep, or you forgot, or you got busy, or you lost track of time. You can't do that. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest. If you tell somebody you're going to do something for them, you got to do it. You can't just be like, oh, I forgot, because that's kind of shady. See, you get it. You guys, a lot of you were my customers. You get it. Y'all don't like the order, but I don't mind. But if you don't want to do that, you do not have to. Do not think that that's just because that's how I did it means that's how you have to do it. You have to do what fits into your life. If taking the time today to try to grab those people's orders was just not, like, you were like, I don't want to deal with that nonsense, then don't, okay? But prep your customers accordingly. Let them know, hey, this is going to drop. I'll drop a link at the time, train them on what the queue looks like, train them on how fast things are going to go out. Like, that's your job. It's not their job to figure it out. It's your job to explain it to them, and then their job to do it, if that's how you want to do it. But to just throw a link out and be like, hey, order it, good luck, like, that's kind of shady. That's not a good customer service. You want to give them the link, explain the queue, explain how it works, explain it's going to go fast, tell them to hurry up, tell them don't fool around with looking for 6 other bars, and then get your stuff and get out. Okay, if that's how you want to do it, that's fine. If you want to order for your customers, that's fine. But you also still need to prep them that, guess what, it could still sell out. That's what I've been doing all day. All of these people are for my May warmer of the month, and every single one of them have gotten a message today. Every single one of them have gotten 4 options for May warmer of the month, 4 of them, so that I am prepared, so they are prepared, and nobody's going to get mad. Remember, we do not sell life-saving equipment, so it should not be this stressful. They should not get this mad over you not getting something, but you still need to prep them accordingly. So I hope that clears it up. Pre-order for a consultant, pre-order through Scentsy, what back order means, out of stock. When an LTO goes, it goes. That's it. It's gone forever. You can add a bar to the club 30 days after launch. Come day 31, you're out. If it's still available to purchase, you can add it to the club. But the moment it sells out, it's gone. So always prep your customers to add it to club before that 30-day mark, so that they're guaranteed to be able to get it in there. That's it. Remember, it's always get my bar, not always get my everything. So when LTOs go, they're gone. Back order depends on what it is. If it's an LTO, it's gone, it's gone. If it's not, it will come back. Check your product status list. Product status, bottom, that's just your watching. Top means it's coming. That's like for real, it's coming. It's going to be there. I think that's it. If you have questions, ask. I know it's a lot of words, and the consultants have been around for a while. We kind of throw things out, not thinking that you might not know as new people, or even veteran people who are just scared to ask. You don't understand words, or I say things all the time that I don't even understand myself, but I just say words, and it gets confusing. And this pre-order thing, and then 2 kinds of pre-order, but then a regular launch, it can be a lot. It just can, and I totally understand that. So a regular launch is when it launches today. Today was a regular launch, meaning the product comes out, the product, you pay for it, the product will ship like normal. The pre-orders where you do the down payment, it's going to ship at a much, much later date where you have to pay for the balance later. Um, so yeah, if you have questions, please ask. It's super confusing and I understand that. So I've talked way, way longer than my 5 minutes. So everybody have a really good evening. Message me if you have to, and we will always get through everything because that's what we do. So, bye guys.